this is Ms. Harris.
This is Ms. Harris.
On this side of you, but Mr. Peter, if you're trying to chair, wait just a minute now. We need to be sworn in first.
I would also ask that you advise her of her rights.
Hang on.
And I also would like a proffer as to how this relates to probable cause.
Now, before you ask your questions, the state has asked for a proffer of proof, and what that means is that if you can basically just give me a gist or an idea of the testimony that you're eliciting from this witness, because if some of the testimony that you are eliciting from this witness could be that some of the items that were obtained could cause her to be charged criminally as well, then she has to be informed of her constitutional right against self-incrimination as well before she testifies. And that's what I need to know. If you were eliciting that she was the owner of the residence at 758 Mariana, where these items that Detective Lambert indicated that marijuana and weapons and drug paraphernalia was located, and that many of those items were hers, and those items could be considered illegal items, then she might be testifying against her self-interest and be subject to an immediate arrest.
You would want her to tell the truth.
I want her to understand that if she testifies against her self-interest and to some illegalities before she so testifies, that she knows that she would have a continued right to remain silent, because anything that she says could be used against her in the prosecution
Goddamn son of a bitch! I'm pissed. I've been collecting records for 50 years, and this is what they do. They must be told to come here and do something.
Were hers in order to,
like it should hurt.
for example, let me give you an example. If she testifies that any of those items were hers and not yours, then she is subject to an immediate arrest.
Complaint.
Does not alleviate you from your charges. Both of y'all would be charged. She would be arrested, and both of you would be facing the same charge, and it'd be sorted out.
Could you tell us what charge it would be for a woman with an absolutely clean record to have weapons in the home that belong to somebody else?
I can't tell you.
Detective Lambert just testified that I said all the weed was mine, and all the weed was charged to me. It was in my bag in her home without her knowledge. She was asleep in the bedroom.
That's what he said.
Right, and I believe him.
Are you making an admission here in open court?
Of what? That the pot was mine?
Yes.
Of course I've made the admission that the pot was mine from the time they arrested me. I am a conscientious objector committing acts of civil disobedience to end the political siege known as prohibition against pot. It is an illegal and unconstitutional position this court takes every time they prosecute a pothead.
Just following the law as it stands today.
That's what they used to say during Jim Crow, Your Honor. And until Loving v. Virginia, it was against the law of victimless crime against the safety and dignity of the state of Tennessee for interracial couples to marry. But the law is a moving thing. The penumbras, as it was said by Oliver Wendell Holmes.
Sir, I'm instructed to follow the law as it stands on this day.
Ms. Hara, have you ever been arrested for a felony?
No.
Have you ever been arrested for a misdemeanor?
No.
Do you own the home at 758 Mariana Street?
Yes, I do.
Do you have standing at 758 Mariana Street?
Yes, I do.
Objection as to whether or not she knows she has standing, and also leading the witness.
She's the one that decides to be there. Let's not be so
We're not gonna argue about
pedantic.
that. Okay.
Be new with this. Okay. How did the guns come to be in your possession at 758 Mariana Street?
Leo Agawat came to me in late January, on January 28th, and told me his son, Nick Wells, was having trouble because he had taken a substance, spice. Someone had told him it was as good as marijuana.
And
he was very agitated about his son because his son was having a mental break. And when Nick came to the house, I'd seen him a few times before. Argo asked me this, and I saw that Nick was not himself. He was very agitated and, just not himself.
so Mr. Agawat asked you if he could leave the weapons at your house for safekeeping.
Yes, he did.
But that was the decision that you made independent of me.
Correct.
So I had no standing to have put the weapons at 758 Mariana Street?
Weapons would not be in my home without my permission.
And do I live at 751 Mariana Street?
Yes, you do.
And did you give me a lease to that house at 751 Mariana Street?
Yes, you do.
Your Honor, again, I have here from the United States Post Office showing...
You ask questions if you have...
Well, I didn't...
Just a minute, sir. If you have an exhibit that you wish for me to see, you must first show it to the prosecutor.
But I just wanted to establish that we're not making it up. I do have... This is...
Sir, just follow the rules.
Very well. There it is. That shows I live at 751 Mariana Street. At this time, based on the evidence and testimony given by both Detective Gary Lambert and Ms. Linda Hara, I ask that the weapon charges be dropped against me.
That's not the proper way to do this, because the state has the right to cross-examine. If you were finished with your witness...
I'm finished with my witness.
All right. Cross-examination?
Miss Hara,
Yes.
how long had the guns been there at your home?
She asked the answer
Since
January
late
28th.
January.
Sure.
January 28th, to be exact. His son was coming home from the hospital. He did not want them at his home.
Where did you place the guns?
I did not. I had Algo put them on my dresser. I did not touch the guns. My fingerprints will not be on those guns. I don't like them.
So the guns were out in the open,
The guns
sitting
were
on...
in my
Asked and
bedroom.
answered.
Sir?
If she does it to me, I can do it to her. Ask and answer.
Overruled. I didn't hear where they were myself.
They were in the bedroom. My bedroom.
sitting on top of the dresser?
Yes.
Do you know that Mr. Thorne Peters sells marijuana out of your home?
Objection, Your Honor. It has nothing to do with whether or not she has standing of the guns at that house. She is not
That's not the
in
only
any
issue
way
that we're
incriminate.
addressing, sir.
Yeah, it's the only issue that's before this court. It's the only cross-examination that I gave her. She cannot redirect and cross-examine her that she did not give on direct testimony. We're speaking about who had the guns there. Nobody discussed marijuana. She has no need to implicate herself in anything to do with
Talk about
marijuana.
The home.
She's already established that she had no marijuana in the home, so therefore it was done.
The
What she
home
knew or may
itself-
not have known has nothing to do with the weapons.
The home itself is an issue.
Fine. But there's nothing that says I dealt weed from 758 Mariana Street.
She asked a question. It's cross-examination.
No.
Go ahead.
Miss Hara, do you know that Mr. Thorne Peters sold marijuana out of your home?
I know that he does Cannabag Challenge. I was sleeping that morning.
Would you repeat what you said? You know that he what?
I know that he does the Cannabag Challenge, which
Cannabag challenge?
May I ask what...
Let me clarify. Cannabag challenge. Tell
Yes.
me what that is.
you don't know what a Cannabag Challenge is. Do you know what ALS Challenge is?
The Ice
Yes.
Bucket Challenge.
It's the same thing with pot.
Okay.
You can see it on YouTube.
I have other things to do with my time to be on YouTube.
Did you know... I forget if I asked this. Did you know that there was any marijuana in your home?
No.
Had Mr. Peters known that the guns were in your home?
How would she know what I knew? Objection, Your Honor.
Your question.
I can
All right,
rephrase.
please rephrase. It's done.
We can rephrase, this is a fishing expedition about marijuana. We're discussing the guns.
Sir, I sustained your objection. She can rephrase the question.
Being that... Had Mr. Peters ever been in your bedroom
Yes.
where the guns were out?
Yes.
So you saw Mr. Peters seeing the gun in the home?
Objection, Your Honor. How does she know what I saw? I mean, how can she tell what my eyes are seeing right now? Come on. Stop the fishing expedition. She's answered you about the guns. She owns the house. The guns are Ago's. They're not mine. That's what this testimony is about. Not a fishing expedition about what she knew about pot. If the state has any case to bring against Ms. Hara, then they'll bring the case against Ms. Hara for pot. She has a Fifth Amendment right to self-incrimination.
Please continue.
No further questions.
Yeah, we're done.
Ms. Daniel, redirect, sir.
Once again, I ask you, did I have any standing to have the guns in your house?
The guns would not be in my house without my permission. No, you did not.
Then my question to this court is, how am I charged with weapons that don't belong to me, that were not in my possession, that I don't have standing in a residence at? If I come over to your house and you have weapons, I don't know what that means. I can't be charged for them. Sarah has a clean record. She held the weapons for a friend.
Sir, that's for closing argument.
Very well.
This is examination of witnesses. This is not the time or the opportunity to have that argument.
I understand.
Anything further, Ms. Harris? Sir? Anything further of this witness?
No, I have nothing further,
All right,
sir.
thank you, ma'am. You're excused.
I'll go fuck yourself.
May you and yours be safe from the enemies of freedom.
Take care.
All right, party peeps. It's time for you to go to thornepeters.com. That's THORNE Peters.com. Check out his books, read his poetry, listen to his music, purchase his original designs on Styleware in his gift shop, and enjoy pics of a wild time. All that and more is waiting for you at thornepeters.com. That's THORNE Peters.com, the world's most evocative website.
I am a pot smoker. I love smoking pot with smoking hot women.